What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Beef episode number 5. And things just continue to escalate and get out of control, it seems like. We took a trip over to Vegas.
It was a bad idea.
Amy had, this really fun time with Paul, which we're going to talk about something in a minute because this show does something that a lot of the shows we watch do. But they had this really interesting interaction and hanging out and having a good time, and Amy just basically violating her marriage, which... That whole situation is just so screwed up. But Paul stole Danny's truck with all the stolen materials in it that he's going to use to basically provide the church, because he's going to steal money from the church, but he's going to provide stuff so that they can do repairs.
From the loan, from the bank. It's bad. It's just bad. It's not good.
There's so many desperate moves happening by these folks, and I feel bad for a lot of them because, again, things just can't seem to go right for any of them. And Amy is now in a position where she's decided to accept the deal for her business, and she, chopped off her hair, she bleached her hair, she has this whole new look now. And yeah, she's doing a lot of crazy stuff. And the episode kind of ended with her sister-in-law doing some investigating, because Danny got on the microphone during this presentation, this Q&A session, and just started ranting about Amy and her road rage and all this stuff, and it made the sister-in-law do some homework, and now she's going to find out that Amy was the one behind this. I mean, this is like viral video at this point, and the driver is now known by everyone, it seems like. Oh my God, have you seen this video? Have you seen this video? This road rage.
How did you not know that your license plate was going to get out there? The description of your car. Oh my God.
So this feels really bad. Yeah. This feels really bad because... obviously, Danny and Amy just keep going at each other. They got this beef, and they keep trying to one-up each other to try to get back at each other. And Danny got arrested there at the end, and Amy hit him with the epic, no. That was a pretty dope moment.
Naughty, naughty.
She's sitting there thinking that she got the upper hand, but it feels like Danny's rant might get her into more trouble in the long run, because she has a $10 million deal on the table right now, and... if they find out that she's behind this, and...
that's not going to look very good.
It feels like she has a lot more to lose currently than Danny. And despite Danny, again, getting arrested in Vegas, I don't know why you're running. You ain't going to get away.
Honestly, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go?
Especially in Vegas with all the cameras and all the security, and it's basically you're not getting out. It's a
casino.
Yeah.
It's like a giant maze.
Yeah, so seeing where this all goes is going to be really interesting. Yeah. Because, again, it feels like in the moment, Amy might have the upper hand. But the fact that someone now is kind of looks like they figured out that oh shit, Amy's the one who was driving. She's the one behind that viral video.
Unless she claims her car got stolen.
I mean, she could probably pull that off for sure. But why wouldn't you report that or mess?
I know, you'd have to report that.
Yeah, so that whole situation seems pretty chaotic. And, one thing, mentioned it at the very beginning, something that this show does that a lot of shows tend to do... the relationship between George and Amy, we don't like George. We haven't said one positive thing about this dude at all. But Amy's behavior has been so over the top and so bad for the marriage. It's a situation where the show is writing a character, and a lot of shows do this. There's a long list to where the show writes the character who's doing the more negative, horrible things to be the far more interesting character, which makes the audience generally love the character that's doing all the bad stuff more than the character that is doing the less bad stuff.
Right.
It's
because we all love Amy, do we not?
Yeah, I think she's absolutely amazing. She's funny.
All hate George, do we not?
I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of people who defend George, but from a perspective of the husband and him not listening at all ever, and her literally saying, hey, I got this really big presentation in the morning, we got this $10 million deal.
Oh, but
and he's
coming home, right?
But he's hung up on this boys club. I'd be like, yo guys, my wife is about to make this massive deal for 10 mil. I'll see you guys when I get a chance to see you guys. I'm putting I'm putting everything on the back burner. If you got a $10 million deal coming, fucking ain't interfering with that shit at all. I'm going to just be the goodest little boy that you could ever imagine.
Oh my God.
And it's like, it's just one of those situations where when your significant other has this massive thing going on, you just sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's what marriage and relationship is all about. Is there certain levels of sacrifice?
Well, and
I'd be
listening
like,
to each other, Jesus.
I'm like, you want me to take a month off of jiu-jitsu so that you could go make this deal and stay home with the kids and watch them? Cool, I'm doing it. Like, once that shit is all done, then you could get back to normal.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where and I'm definitely not ever going to pull up an Instagram of, like, Nikki's coworkers and be like, oh my God, yeah. Like, that's just bad shit. I'm not down with that kind of behavior. And just the fact that there's just so much,
oh my God,
like, in one ear, out the other with this guy, it's hard to support him. But on the flip side, we're not supporting the actions of Amy either.
No.
It's just, she's a far more interesting character.
Right.
The way she's written, it's just, again, it's one of those things where you have these two really bad characters.
Yeah.
And the writing just kind of elevates that character a little bit more.
Because do I think that you should, step out on your marriage? No. No, I do not.
Absolutely not.
I think that you close one door before you open another one.
And it goes back to another show that we watched where one character, clearly horrible, you don't really get a lot of backstory with them, you don't get a lot of focus on them, but you have this other bad character, and you get, like, these interactions with the granddaughter, and you see this different side of this really bad character, and it's like, oh, I like him more than this one, despite them both doing really horrible shit, like literal murder and just all kinds of other shit. But it's like those small interactions, those scenes, the writing for that character elevates them a little bit more in terms of the eyes of the audience, because you're getting, like, a more tender, soft, gentle side of this character.
We fall for it every time.
Yeah, where you don't get that with another side of the character, of character A versus character B. And in this situation between George and Amy, Amy's clearly being written to be the more enjoyable character.
Right.
We're not getting all the backstory with George.
No.
We're not getting everything, his whole situation. The show is presenting a certain thing, and it's not necessarily seeing things through Amy's eyes, but we're seeing it through the eyes of the storytellers, the show creators, the way they want it to be told. And clearly they want the audience to, whether you like Amy more or not, it's the clear intention of the writers of the show, because, again, they haven't really given us any likable traits of George yet.
Right.
We haven't really gotten a reason to like him.
He's a good dad.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good positive thing. It seems like their relationship is very messed up. There's obviously no communication in terms of proper communication, and just, when she talks, he doesn't really listen, and when she's actually being, like, when she's bullshitting is when it seems like he's listening. It's like, oh yeah, good job, you actually had progress. So
when she's saying the things he's wanting to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
When she's saying things that he doesn't want to hear, it's kind of like, oh, but can you come home, like, right away?
It's
boys club. Boys club. Like, my boys club? Like, I don't know. It's a very interesting thing that a lot of shows do.
Right.
Where you've got both characters, one of them's doing some horrible shit, but they're written in such a more enjoyable way.
More lovable, yeah.
This character doesn't get as much support, despite probably needing more of the support, because, again, like, she's physically cheating on him, and he's not. But, again, it's one of those things where...
Technically.
I mean, he's not.
But mentally...
Yeah, he's not there completely. But, it's one of those situations where it's not necessarily an endorsement for Amy's actions, but she's a far more interesting character than currently what's been presented with George.
Right.
And I think it always presents such an interesting discussion with these shows, because, again, like, Amy's actions have been so far off the rails.
Look at you getting all deep with this.
Yeah, I think
you're deep in the beef.
I love character analysis. I am. I love the storytelling and the character development of characters across all the different shows we watch, and it seems like a very consistent theme. Like, we're watching a show currently that has these group of bikers who are doing a whole bunch of really horrible shit, but we love them because they're written in a way where it's like, oh my God, we're rooting for the bad guys, even though they're the good guys, even though they're not the good. Like, it's playing along with the way the story's being told, and we like to do that generally. Yeah. So, this show has been really cool. I think it's been a lot of fun. Very well done. The music, the interactions, the performances, all of it, very well done. So, ready for episode 5?
Yes.
Let's go.
On your right, is that an SLR9?
Sure is.
Used to have one of those.
Yeah?
I don't do carbon anymore, though. Aluminum, just the king.
I was thinking about making the switch.
How far are you headed?
Just down to Old Topanga and back.
Oh, word, me too.
Oh I'm George, by the way.
Hey, I'm Zane.
Zane.
What the hell, dude? Dude, the art images in all these intros are so
So
interesting.
good, yeah.
Fucking house arrest, and now this? Can't believe I got fucking shingles on top of everything else.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
They got me crossing state lines, grand larceny, assault. I'm fucked! Fuck, dude.
Yo, it's your cousin.
Dude, don't be all welcoming and shit. I want him to feel bad.
Yo, long time, man. Sick beanie, bro. Fuck you.
Okay.
He's going to prison for the both of us. And that's what you brought? Sarah Lee pound cake? I just made a quick stop. Whatever, cut this shit up. Thick slices, put in the microwave for 15 seconds.
Okay.
I tried to tell the cops it wasn't all you. None of this shit would have went down if you didn't steal a fucking fridge.
Who registers a mini fridge, right? Like, what the fuck?
Wait,
Oh.
what?
This is actually that plant bitch's fault.
Is she gonna pay back the 20K you owe me?
Oh.
Her husband is the son of a big Japanese artist. Dude, she married into art money. They got all this crazy shit we could steal.
Oh.
You're hanging out with the husband now?
I introduced myself as Zane.
Oh.
You're out there doing fucking cosplay!
Shit.
You're gonna finish working at the church, and then I'm gonna cash that check. You work, I cash, and then I'm gonna keep cashing till I can pay off the lawyer to keep me the fuck out of jail.
I would let you go to jail.
Oh fuck, dude, this is good. You guys try this?
Another situation that's just totally fucked for Danny.
Thanks for coming, man. I know it was short notice.
Man, dude, thanks for having me.
I know you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. She's weird around new people. Come on in.
I'd be like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
I know you.
Sweetie, we don't do that, okay? That's not how we greet new guests. One sec, let me try to get her some candy or something.
Oh, hey, I have some Skittles.
Could I have some, please?
If Zane gives you some, are you gonna stop saying I know you?
I always keep a bag in my truck, so anytime, just ask, okay?
Okay.
I'd be like, can I see those? I gotta check them. I don't know you. You can't
Yeah.
just give my daughter candy. Thanks.
From an open bag.
Protective parents. Responsible parents.
I think there's a leak in your plumbing. I heard some trickling behind the tiles.
Fudge Sunday.
Fudge Sunday? Oh my goodness.
Looking at plumbers right now?
Thanks, man. You're the best.
Yo, best recognized best.
Somebody said that to me after first meeting them. I'd be like, get out.
Dude, George is way too welcoming.
Yeah.
And this is where it all goes down.
Wow, very cool.
Look at all those seats, chairs that...
Those are my late father's pieces.
Right, yeah, I remember you mentioning him.
This just returned from the gallery. Time ago. The Holy Grail.
Wow. No offense to your dad. I don't know, his pieces kind of feel like a lot of place compared to all the crazy, creative stuff you got going on everywhere else. I mean, like, this is what I imagine when I hear about fine art. Makes me feel like, I don't know how to describe it, dude. I'm not good at this shit.
Hey, there is no bad way of interpreting art. Say whatever comes to mind.
I don't know, it kind of makes me feel sad.
This guy.
Gives me like a sticky feeling inside, like, I don't know, like in my chest, my legs.
Oh. Wow.
You okay? Did I do that wrong? That was...
No, you did great. Sometimes I just feel like a fraud, you know? When my dad passed away, my first thought was, I wonder if he died disappointed.
That's sad.
Ouch.
No one ever told me otherwise, so that was really nice.
Dude, no problem, man. I mean, you got the gift.
He's buttering him up big time.
Been kind of lonely lately. My wife's been so busy making all these big life decisions without me. I know we just met, but I feel like you actually care.
It's because he's playing you, bro.
I have a good sense about these things.
Thanks, man.
So there's our first real moment of, like, feeling something for George. Because he actually kind of verbalized this desire to live up to his father and being alone and...
Yo, Danny, what's up? Michael, hey, Dude, plan's off. There's nothing worth stealing here.
Well, dude, we already got all the stuff, man.
What do you mean you got all the book? Well, then just put it back.
It's in the cart. You can't put it back. It's rude,
It's
man.
not rude. We are not robbing this house.
Come on,
End
dude.
of story. End of story.
They got nothing, dude.
Hi. Can I help you?
We were just driving by in the neighborhood, and we noticed that you might have a little water leak.
These guys.
As professionals, it's not safe. There could be dangerous mold growing in there right now.
I appreciate all the info, but gonna get a second opinion.
I have an opinion. He's got one. There's two of them right there.
I'm sure. Thank you, guys.
The longer you
Take
wait,
care.
the worse it's gonna get.
It's the best decision he's ever made, I feel like.
Honestly.
I watched a few videos, bought a few fans, and then I turned off the water valve. All by myself. So I think we're gonna have to call some people in to come test it while we're away. I found us a Airbnb in Ojai. Ojai. Amy's gonna meet us after work. I wish it could be us going instead. Stop it. I missed you too. Okay, well, I gotta go. I gotta clean out. I'll call you when I come back, okay? I love you too. Bye, Mia.
What? What?
So he's actually talking to Mia?
Mr. Nakai, Amy should be right out, like, any second.
I haven't been here in a while. Is it always like this?
A bunch of people just quit. The acquisition news got out, and everyone's looking for jobs.
Chaos always follows my daughter-in-law wherever she goes.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I guess that's why her and George make such a great pair. If you ever needed an assistant or know of any galleries hiring, I'd be...
Is there a restroom nearby?
Oh, yeah. Just right around the corner.
Shit.
Oh my god, I was just checking an ingrown hair.
Shit. Lock the door, dude! Holy shit.
Georgie, why wouldn't you just leave that to the professionals?
Well, these plumbers did stop by the house, but I fixed it all by myself.
You sculpt with your hands.
I know, Mom, but it's nice to feel useful. Oh, I'm pulling into Ojai now. I'll call you later, all right? Miss you. Love you.
Hello, Joyce. It's Fumi. Calling to chat. Call me. Bye-bye.
So she's lonely too.
Hello, Renee. It's Fumi. I just calling to chat. Call me. Bye-bye.
That's sad.
It's just like, you know, people, you put all these importance on people when you're with them, and then when they're by themselves, it's a completely different story.
Hello, Tom.
Just following up, were you able to get that loan from your daughter-in-law?
We were supposed to speak earlier today. I had to reschedule.
As your accountant, I have to say things are not looking good.
Oh, God.
You need to create a new budget or find new streams of revenue.
I know.
You just got the Tamago chair back from the gallery. Maybe finally sell.
I can't sell. You know that. Even if I wanted to, George would never let me. But I can go to his place and pick some other pieces to sell. Okay, Tom?
Dang.
So she's going through it.
Hi.
If we're gonna hang out, we can't do anything physical, okay?
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Damn it, Amy.
we were literally just saying,
Don't they have, like, cameras in their house? Like,
you would think so, right?
they have the Ring doorbell that he was talking. Wouldn't he have seen this dude show up?
Right? Is this all in her head? She just imagining this?
I mean, that would be a lot better than it actually happening. That really happened. Wow. You don't ever come back from this.
Nope.
You think you could lend me some money?
Oh, shit.
I'll pay it back. I need a jump start, and then I know I have it in me to be a millionaire like you in no time.
You make it sound like what I achieved was easy.
No, I'm just saying, like, I could do it too.
Okay.
What, like, now you don't think so?
Well, Paul, it just takes a lot more than good intentions. I have busted my ass for years, sacrificed my well-being, the well-being of my family. It's not millionaire in no time.
You know, if you didn't want to give me the money, you could just say so. You don't have to be a bitch about it.
Oh my God.
You should leave. I'm dead serious. Get the fuck out. Nobody calls me a bitch in my home. Get out.
You know, work's not the reason your life's a fucking mess.
So he gets what he wanted and then turns into an asshole.
Apparently.
And now instant regret.
Well, I mean, like, you had all that, like, nice time together, and then he fucking says something fucking stupid and ruins it.
Like she should just give him money.
Yeah,
just
what an
'cause
asshole.
his friends put the whole sugar mama thing in his head.
Yeah.
Small favor. I just got nominated for next year's People to Watch in Calabasas style, and I was hoping that you could write a recommendation letter.
Naomi, I'm sorry. I have some work to do. Can I call you back later?
Sure, yeah, call me back whenever.
Uh-oh, is she gonna, like, blackmail her?
Right? You don't give me what I want. Insecurities. What is going on? Everybody and their, you know, when they're alone issues. What is happening?
What the?
I want you to know that despite what everybody tells you, you can have it all.
Stuck up, bitch.
Oh boy.
And you're sure all these came from the SUV?
Neighbor said they saw the driver throw trash out the window.
I know a neighbor who drives a white SUV. It could be her.
Do you have proof?
No, but I have a hunch. She doesn't have much regard for others.
Oh, wow.
And
I
I
never
will not-
caught the new Calabasas style. Think someone is stealing my mail?
Please take it. I'm actually up for next year's People to Watch.
Had I known I was visiting a celebrity, I would have brought something to autograph.
Oh my God, stop. Do you want anything to drink?
Everybody is just looking for, like,
yes,
a
validation,
companion, like,
yeah.
someone to talk to, someone to, like... What is happening?
I don't know. What are we zooming in on? Oh. Uh-oh. Fumi was there the whole time? Oh, shit. She heard everything?
Hey, Tom, how much do you think the tamago will sell for? I think I'm going to sell it. There are some disruptive events happening between my son and his wife. It may affect my finances. Call me back.
Look at all this money.
My plan would have still worked.
Yeah, smashing and grabbing everything under 2 minutes isn't a plan, dude.
Is Amy gonna shoot these dudes?
Well, Amy left. She was going
Oh,
to
she
Ojai.
did leave. That's right.
But Fumi is there.
Look at this thing, dude. Look at this fancy thing. It's like on some Beetlejuice shit, huh? All those lumps and bumps, I bet it's worth so much.
Looks like herpes poo-pooed.
You motherfucker!
Oh, fuck.
Oh! She got the gun. Oh, shit! Oh, no!
Oh my God.
What the... Dude, this show is freaking nuts, dude. This is... Did she shoot either of them? I couldn't tell. It was
I
dark.
thought she shot the
One
short
dude in the back,
one.
right? While he was running away.
Well, and like the tall redhead guy got away with one of the pieces,
And then
but
she
then she
fell
fell
down
down
the
the damn
stairs.
stairs. I don't. Did it seem like she like had a heart attack before that? Like I felt like she was like things were starting to sound numbed.
Yeah.
Or something, and then oh my God.
I mean, she wasn't moving when she fell. Like, she hit the ground and just kind of just laid there. So...
This is bad. But
this
like,
show is absolutely nuts.
it's kind of beautiful though.
I mean, in like...
The way that they like show everybody's like personal lives, like how they interact with each other and then how they interact by themselves.
Yeah. It's sad.
It is very sad.
It's just... I think it's very normal for people to behave like this when you've got so much chaos going on in your life.
Yes.
And then you don't really have that outlet that like that person, especially like if you've lost a husband or lost a significant other, or if you don't really connect with your friends anymore, or you feel like you've drifted from your friends, like all these people are dealing with so many different things where, yeah, I'd probably be pretty bummed out by myself too, trying to connect with people. And I think you put on one face when you're around people, and then you have a different face when you're alone. Like sister-in-law getting in the friggin' packing bag,
Yeah,
and just
like a suit bag. Yeah.
and then just going through the social media stuff, like, dude.
Garment bag.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And it's so funny how through these first 4 episodes and the intro, we were talking about like Amy and George and how this dynamic is. This was the first time they've really given us something to support George in.
Yeah.
To where we got a little more backstory with George. We haven't really gotten much with him. We just got this vibe that he was this handed a bunch of money and he gets to stay at home all day with his kid and doesn't have to do much. And he's just doing this art to try to just live up to something. But then we get the actual information about like, oh, his dad died and he wasn't sure if his dad like was proud of him because he never said otherwise. And like, yeah, it's the sympathy for him is starting to build a little bit more than previously. Because again, I think it's very deliberate that you present a character a certain way,
right,
and then you hit you in the middle of the season and it's like, oh, hey, by the way, here's a little bit more information about George. Oh, by the way, yeah, he's a sympathetic character, and you're starting to kind of feel that more about him.
Yes,
and
agreed.
Then add the fact that Amy full on had a sexual relation with friggin' Paul, and it's like, okay, now it's like the shift is starting to happen where this episode you didn't really feel much for Amy because of her behavior. Like it took things to an extreme level. And it's like, all right, yeah, Amy's a really fun and awesome character, but she crossed the line big time. Like,
but George is also talking to Mia,
which is weird. That's an interesting. Like they are slowly unraveling some of this stuff. Like obviously, Amy's behavior through the first 4 isn't stuff that you support,
right?
But they gave you a lot of fun aspects of her personality and her character. There wasn't really any of that in this episode. It was more her kind of being cold, kind of just not giving people time of day, and then the interaction with Paul, and then Paul being an asshole and her having to kick him out. And yeah, like it's really interesting how all of these people, like literally every character is going through it.
Yes.
Every one of them is going through something, and this is just wild. And what is going to happen with Amy in this deal? Because it feels like, I don't know what the sister-in-law's name is, but it feels like she's really digging deep to get her into trouble because she feels slighted by her. She doesn't feel like Amy is giving her time of day.
And
She asked her for like the recommendation for the article in the Calabasas magazine, and she kind of just blew her off because, I mean, she's swamped and busy, and she has absolute turmoil and chaos going on in her life. And yeah, that would be a tough spot to be like, okay, yeah, let me put everything that I got going on aside to write this for you. Like, that's difficult under her current circumstances.
Yeah.
And she's going to use that against Amy to basically build a revenge case. And
this is messy.
What is this now?
So messy.
The fact that Paul got his booty, he started acting like an asshole.
Why do guys do that shit?
Yeah.
You got what you wanted, and then you treat the other like a piece of crap.
It's not a good play at all. Don't be like that.
You can't
But-
fucking get what you want and then ask for money. Dude,
Well, that part was just like, holy shit. Like, I mean,
then
his
call her a
boys,
bitch.
his boys kind of got in his head on that one, where I don't think he would have asked for money under the different circumstances. But it's one of those things now. You've got the sister-in-law. You've got Danny who wants revenge on her. And now what is Paul going to do? Is he going to feel like he's slighted by Amy because she kicked him out? Like, obviously you could play any scenario to be in your favor. Yeah. But, like, Paul was the asshole. Amy made a horrible decision. I feel like Paul's now going to, like, flip it on her. And try to, like, get her into even more trouble.
Yeah.
And is he and Danny going to get back together and have a relationship? Are they going to be cool again?
I don't know.
Or is this just one of those things where Paul's going to try to sabotage her life? try to like let the husband know, do something. This whole thing,
wild.
this show, episode to episode, just continues to spiral more and more out of control.
It's good stuff.
And
I
it's
really
wild.
like
Oh,
it.
it's so well done.
Yeah.
It is so well done, and the writing is amazing, and yeah, just the character development, just from episode to episode, is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is just nuts, and the characters are all very complicated.
Yes, they are.
That is for sure. And like, obviously, it's just funny how we have this whole conversation about all this support for Amy, and then she goes and does the worst thing that she could possibly do. And you tell that it was going towards that road, but like the fact that
I was
it
hoping
like,
that she was just imagining things.
yeah, I mean, it felt like that moment, and
Yeah.
then like they were just laying in the bed, like, oh yeah, you actually did it.
You
all
did
the
the
way
thing.
through.
You did the thing.
So the fact that they threw some little more backstory on George's situation, and the fact that Amy went all in on the spot with Paul, like, yeah, things are definitely shifting in terms of support for characters, but
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to be really fucked soon. Like, literally and figuratively.
She did get really fucked.
Like, I think, I'm worried about this $10 million deal. Like, it feels like it's going to be...
I think this is all gonna just implode.
Yeah.
This can't go further.
For sure. It's going to be nuts. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. But
Word.
yeah, it's intense. It's cringy. It's difficult to watch. It's sad, depressing, and just still so good. Like, it's so well done. So yeah, any other thoughts? All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.